What up, Gotham Guardians and Arkham Adversaries? It's your boy Train as Wonder Wife Sarah, and we just got back from the movie theaters checking out the latest installment to the Planet of the Apes franchise with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I feel like the Caesar trilogy, with Rise, Dawn, War of the Planet of the Apes, that was just such a fantastic trilogy. Like, literally, it's not Lord of the Rings level trilogy, but like, it's a solid trilogy, and I felt like that's big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, and this was a solid continuation.
I completely agree with that. I also think they did a really good job of leaving it wanting more. You want more, so you're excited for the next movie.
Definitely. I get the sense that it's like this is a franchise that is on its last legs at all. It definitely feels like we're on the next chapter. The Caesar's story is done, and they do a great job honoring that whole trilogy and kind of building off of it, especially because that whole trilogy was about Caesar's legacy, his legend, and now you're seeing the results of his sacrifice for the apes since War of the Planet of the Apes, and how the films have always kind of reflected our society. It shows how interpretations of some of the things that Caesar has taught can be manipulated based on really anyone's goal. I loved the kind of the new main ape character that we kind of follow around, Noah. He's different from Caesar, but he definitely goes on a bit of a hero journey. What did you think of Noah?
Oh, absolutely. I thought there would maybe be a little bit of a hint to where he's a descendant of Caesar, but I also think that there's also the separation. Like, he could be or he isn't. So there's no disappointing way either way.
Yeah, they definitely don't hint at any like kind of lineage going on or royal bloodline, which I think was a smart move on their part.
I agree.
But like you said, you definitely feel the presence and legacy of Caesar in there. So if you're a huge fan of the Caesar trilogy, don't worry, you're gonna get that. But also, one thing that got me excited, and you could tell there's a couple of people in the audience that kind of caught on to some things too. If you love the original Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes film, there's definitely a couple of good Easter eggs in there for you that some you have to listen to, and some you can immediately get what they're doing. So be on the lookout. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You just have to enjoy it yourselves. And maybe if we do a spoiler breakdown of this, maybe we'll reveal some of those Easter eggs for you guys. What did you think of the overall CGI? I mean, a lot of people talk about the visual effects of the Planet of the Apes movies. What did you think of Kingdom?
I think this movie definitely, CGI was fantastic, as always, but I definitely would agree with you a little bit when we discussed it after the movie that it was a little bit lesser than the last trilogy.
Yeah, right? There was just something that wasn't quite as finished as it was with Dawn and War of the Planet of the Apes. I really felt like when we watched this movie recently, I still look at that CGI and go like, that is some of the most incredible visual effects I've ever seen. Like, it is so good, and it is really good here. I think what a Workshop is back doing it again like they did for the Caesar trilogy, and the director Wes Ball, he is actually like a very visually effect focused director. So I was kind of thinking like, oh well, maybe he's gonna like really take this up a notch, and I actually felt like in a weird way they took a step back, but not too noticeable to where it was like, oh my god, this is horrible. But to me, there was something that was kind of like, it's not quite as perfect as the previous two movies. Not enough to make me not enjoy the movie at all. It's still incredible, and you're like, wow, I don't know how they do this with all the motion capture. It's absolutely insane. Well, would you be down for them to do another one?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a franchise that I'm a huge nerd for.
Oh, I mean, hey. Let me know in the comments what you guys, if you have seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, what were some of the things you noticed you really liked about it? I think they definitely built up a lot of lore that they can, they can go in really any direction. I kind of thought like with some of the things that were going on in this movie that maybe they would like kind of go to that crazy direction that Beneath the Planet of the Apes does with that crazy sequel, but they don't quite do it. If there's one major complaint I would say about this movie, I wish there was moments I wish they went harder. Like they gave us something really complex and kind of pulls at you. It didn't quite have the same emotional weight that, you know, something like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes had. But it was still, like I said, still a very solid storyline. There were some really cool things for fans of the franchise, but also a fresh new take and direction for this franchise that I'm curious to see where they go with it. So comment down below. You know, you already know what to do. If you had to score this movie, what would you score it?
I think I go with an 8-7.
8-7. Ooh, that's a solid score. You know, though, I'm about there too. I was thinking somewhere around like 8-5. I thought it was like a really solid outing. A full, complete story. Just a couple of preferences of needing some more meat to it, some more complexity. But great film. Definitely check it out in theaters. I felt like it was worth seeing it in Dolby. Did you?
Absolutely.
Dolby's the way to go. You know, you already know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, it helps us out so much when you guys smash that like, you share this video, you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. I'm your host, Trey, with his wonder wife, Sarah. And don't forget to tune in weekly.
Same bad time.
Same bad channel.